Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Friday Football with the Boys. It's week 4. We got our picks and the news of the week. Let's get into it.
All right, guys. We didn't have our best week last week. Zachary was best at 8-8. Christopher and I, not so good.
Mm-hmm.
But our overall standings for the year: Christopher's at 27-21. I'm at 26-22, and Zachary is at 21-27. So got some catching up to do, but you're cutting it making it a little closer. All right, Christopher, what do we got up for news this week?
So we'll start with injuries. Last week, James Conner sadly got hurt, and now he's out for the season.
That hurts.
So Trey Benson, he's gonna have to step it up for the Cardinals in the run game. CeeDee Lamb, he also got hurt. He's out for like 2 to 4 weeks. Terry McLaurin, doubtful to play this week. And
those are some of the major ones.
Yeah, those are most of the major ones.
Well, Sunday night we were at the Giants-Chiefs game. Only one of us is happy about that one. Zachy, how was that game in your opinion?
It was a fun game, and the Chiefs' passing game was looking great. So was their secondary.
And there's a sea of red at Giant Stadium. Christopher, not the best effort from Russ and the Giants, right?
No, Russ, he could not throw his deep ball that game. He couldn't throw. It was either a check down or a deep ball. Scatterbo looked great though.
I was gonna say Scatterbo had some nice runs again.
And Tracy, he got hurt that game.
Yes.
He should be out for like 2 to 4 weeks. Dislocated shoulder.
So this week we got a new crew for the Giants. What we got?
Jackson Dart's finally getting to play. I've been waiting for this.
Dart and Scatterbo. And Malik. Let's see. What else we got for news?
Mac Jones, when he's played, he's been winning games. He's 2-0 for the 49ers. The Texans, surprisingly, they're 0-3. C.J. Stroud is not having a good year.
Oh, Zachary, also, who's his big injury for his 49ers defense last week?
Oh, yeah, Nick Bosa's out for the season.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
All right, we got Russ benched. What else we got?
Derrick Henry, he's had 3 games and 3 fumbles. 1 fumble in each of those.
In terrible times in the game, too.
He cost the game versus the Lions last week. Week 1, he lost them the game versus the Bills with that fumble at the end. And he fumbled versus the Browns in week 2. But they still won that game, but still not looking great holding on to the ball. Daniel Jones, 3-0. Did not expect that at the start of the season.
Playing like a Pro Bowler.
Cam Ward and Travis Hunter. You guys think they're busting this week or this year?
I never liked Travis Hunter from the start. If you're gonna play on both sides of the ball, not gonna work out. And they've been dabbling a little bit here and a little bit there, and it's just not working.
Yeah, I think they'll both be a bust in the draft.
I think he should have just played defense.
Yeah,
Be a lockdown corner. Focus on one side of the ball.
Yeah.
What about Cam Ward, Zachy?
But Cam Ward, to be fair, he doesn't have that many good receivers to give the ball to.
That is true. Usually when you're one of the top picks in the draft, you're going to go on a bad team with not many weapons. So could take a few years for him. We'll see.
Yeah. Vikings blow out the Bengals. That was the backup quarterback battle. Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz. The Vikings won like 48-10. It was a blowout.
Well, the Vikings
defense was great. Jake Browning was not good. And yeah, that was a blowout. Steelers defense looks like its old self, recovering 4 fumbles. 2 of them was from Ramondre Stevenson. So you guys think the rookie running back for the Patriots is going to get more time now?
Probably, because they don't like fumbles, but I have Rahamja in one of my fantasy teams, so I hope he stays on the field a little bit longer.
I think he'll get some more time.
There were a lot of blocked field goals this week. The Eagles blocked one to win. The Browns blocked one. Then they went down the field and scored to beat the Packers.
There's
Who
been a
else
lot of
blocked
bad,
the
a lot
field goal?
of bad kicking this year. Some really, really good kicking, but it's a lot of bad kicking.
The Eagles blocked 2 kicks that game and 1 off that block.
And the Giants got rid of Gano and they signed Koo from the
Mhm.
after the Falcons released him. So
Uh-huh.
it's a merry-go-round of kickers.
hmm
Jordan Addison's back this week.
Yep, Jordan Addison's coming back from his suspension. That should really help their offense because besides Justin Jefferson, they don't really have that many good receivers. The Panthers shut out the Falcons 30-0. Michael Penix did not look good at all. He threw like 2 interceptions, both terrible interceptions, and they just could not move the ball at all.
And they benched him for the end of the game. Put in,
Kirk Cousins went in. Marcus Mariota blows out the Raiders. I thought that was going to be a close game, but the Commanders blew them out like 41-20 something, and the Raiders did score a lot of points, but they just cannot stop Marcus Mariota and the Commanders.
Yep. All right, let's get into this week's games. We got the Seahawks Cardinals. We're filming this on Thursday night because we're busy tomorrow, so we got this in before the game started. We are all on the Seahawks -1.5 at Arizona. Zachy, why you like the Seahawks this week?
Because they've been doing pretty good this year, I thought. And, yeah, their team's just alright, like, decent in the middle of the pack. And I think they'll pull off a win.
All right, Christopher?
Sam Darnold, the past 2 games, he's been playing really well, throwing his only touchdowns. He has 4 on the year. Past 2 games, he's thrown 2. Hasn't been turning the ball over, which for Sam Darnold, that's really good because when he was on the Jets, he was not good at all.
True.
And coming off that playoff loss, he's looked pretty good. Jackson Smith-Njigba looking like one of the best receivers in the NFL. I think with James Conner out for the season, that's really going to put a dent in the Cardinals' offense.
Well, Trey Benson's a pretty good backup, but
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah, and I just think the Seahawks have the better overall team.
Better overall defense too, I think so.
Yeah.
Going Seahawks there. All right, then we got Vikings at the Steelers. Zachary's the only one on the Steelers, and they're tough D.
Well, obviously their defense is great. And
Well, well, not against the Jets. They stunk the
besides
first
the
couple games. They
Jets-
turned it around a little bit last week, but
And Aaron Rodgers having a great year, throwing for lots of touchdowns.
all right.
And with DK Metcalf, they've been looking good.
I think Jordan Addison coming back on the Vikings is going to be big to open up Jefferson a little bit more. And I like the Vikings defense played great last week. I think they could get to Rodgers. I think they can make him make a couple mistakes. He is old, so I think the Vikings win this away against the Steelers.
Is Carson Wentz still playing, or is J.J.
Yeah,
McCarthy back?
I think Wentz is in for another week.
Well, that's an international game
Oh
in
yeah,
Ireland.
yeah, that's the 9:30 game in Ireland. Forgot about that. Yeah, so it's not even a home game for the Steelers. They get screwed out of a home game. So those international games are they're interesting. They it's in an unfamiliar place at a different time. These players like their routines, so they're gonna have to mix it up a little bit over there. So I think Vikings take that one. Next, we got the Chargers at the G-Men and Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbo. Can they keep it close? Chargers -6. Christopher, I'm surprised you're the only one on Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Are you picking them just so it's a win either way? A win in this or the Giants win, and you're happy either way?
I picked the Chargers because
Or are you just being smart?
Well, I picked the Giants the past 3 weeks. Haven't looked great. Chargers have looked really good this year. They're 3-0. Justin Herbert playing really well. And even without, well, they have Lad McConkey, but besides him, Quinn Johnston's been doing really well.
Keenan Allen's had a good
Keenan
season.
Allen's had a good year, and their defense is just playing really well. And I just don't. With Jackson Dart coming with this is his first game. I think playing against a 3-0 team, we're 0-3. I don't think we're gonna pull it off.
Yeah, they have a tough team. Chargers are very good. I think sometimes when a guy has his first start, the team is extra hyped up and motivated, and I think the Giants, they may not pull out the win, but I think they could keep it close in this game. Zachary, you feeling bad for the Giants? Think they're gonna keep it close? Scatterbo gonna score some touchdowns?
I don't think.
Malik gonna get the ball a bunch?
Yeah, I don't think the Giants will go 0-4, because that's just bad. And yeah, the run game I feel like it's gonna be good with Scatterbo starting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I think they're gonna force feed Neighbors the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big receiver. Throw it up and give him a chance. I think he'll come down with it more often than not, or draw a penalty. So go G-men. Next we got the Eagles at the Bucks. Eagles -3.5. Zachary is the only one on Jalen Hurts and Saquon keeping it rolling in Philly, even though they should have lost to the Rams last week. That was a terrible ending of the game. But is Hurts going to throw for more? Well, actually, he threw a couple times. He actually got the ball to A.J. Brown last week. Finally.
Well, I hate to pick the Eagles, but their team's been looking great this year, and no one could stop the tush-push.
This is true. What about Vita Vea?
He might.
Vita Vea, he's a big boy.
Oh, they brought back Desmond Watson, the heaviest NFL player of all time. So Vita Vea and him, I think they can stop him.
What's he, like 480 pounds or something like that?
He's close
So,
to
like
that.
those two guys up the middle?
I think they're going to finally stop the tush-push. I think they brought him back for that reason specifically.
Oh, 100%, yeah. He'll be gone after this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like the Bucks this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Godwin is back this week. I know Mike Evans is still out, right?
Yeah, I think he's out from
Evans
this
still
game.
out, but Amika's been doing good. Godwin's been doing good. They got.
Godwin haven't played this year.
I know. Well, sorry, he's coming back, which would be good for Baker. Baker's been playing pretty solid. Bucky and Rashad White have been running the ball well and catching passes out of the backfield. The Eagles have gotten very lucky a couple games. They're a good team, very good team, but they haven't been playing great. I think the Bucks can. I think the Bucks can beat them. I don't think the Eagles are as good as they've been, as their record shows right now.
Mm-hmm. I think the Bucks have great offense with Baker playing really well, Bucky, Mega Buka looking like the steal of the draft this year, playing out of his mind. Godwin coming back is a huge part. Is going to be a huge part of this game, and I just think their defense is playing really well, and I just can't trust the Eagles to win this one.
All right, next up we got the Browns at the Lions. Lions -10. Big number. We are all on the Lions. You know that number? It was 8.5. Couple days.
It started.
Oh, sorry, we got cut off there for a second. So I was saying the spread for the game started at 8.5 for the Lions-Browns, and it went up to 10. But we're still all on the Lions. Browns have a great defense. They've been playing real tight with all teams. Came back against the Packers last week, playing low-scoring games. But I think the Lions are gonna get to them this week. Zach, do you think it's gonna be more of a ground game or a passing game for the Lions?
A ground game with the 1-2 combo of Gibbs and Montgomery, because they've been looking good last game. They had a huge game.
I think the Lions are going to win because last week their offense finally started clicking, beating the Ravens by like 8 points. Montgomery, Gibbs, great game, combined it for over like 250 yards. And they both had 2 touchdowns. And the Lions looked great that game.
All right, I think the Lions keep it rolling. Next up, we got the Saints at the Bills. Bills -15.5. That is one of the largest spreads you'll ever see in the NFL. But Zachary's the only one on the Saints. I think the Bills are gonna gonna turn over the ball a couple times to the Saints to keep it close.
I don't think 15's just like too big for that game.
It is very big, but they are the
Because-
Saints.
But both are professional football teams, so
This is true.
like they're both good. And the Saints, they have a good offense. Well, an alright offense.
They just need a better quarterback.
Yeah. And their defense is alright.
I think that Josh Allen and the Bills they're gonna put up some points early. Whether they give up a garbage touchdown at the end for the Saints to cover, I don't know. But I think that the Bills have too much firepower there, and their defense is pretty good too. So I think they win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I picked the Bills because their offense is just way too good for the Saints defense to.
All right, some technical difficulties over here. All right, let's move on to the Commanders at the Falcons. Commanders 1.5 point favorites. Christopher is on the Commanders, and me and Zachary on the Falcons. What do you think about the Commanders this week?
After the Commanders blew out the Raiders with Marcus Mariota and Jaden Daniels coming back this week, I just don't think they're going to lose to the Falcons, which lost 30-0 to the Panthers. Michael Penix hasn't looked great. Well, he had one good week, but the rest of the weeks haven't been great. And I just think the Commanders are just going to beat the Falcons by a lot.
All right, I think the Falcons are going to have a bounce-back week this week against the Commanders. I don't really trust the Commanders on either side of the ball. Not a big fan. The Falcons have a better team than that. We got to speed this up, okay?
All right.
Titans at Texans. Texans -7. We're all on the Texans. Zachary, we want to start off with the Texans this week?
Yeah, I think the Texans will have a good week this week, and CJ Stroud will have one of his first good games this year.
All right, I'm on the same thing. I think Stroud is going to bounce back against the Titans. The Titans are not a great team. Cam Ward, not great.
Yeah, I just think the Texans' defense is going to have to step up, and C.J. Stroud's got to get Nico Collins the ball.
All right, Panthers at the Patriots. Patriots -4.5. Zachary likes the Patriots. Drake May gonna get the win.
Yeah, Drake May is just all right quarterback. The rest of his team isn't so good, but I think they'll still pull out the win.
Yeah, not a fan of Panthers.
After the Panthers shut out the Falcons 30-0, I think they're going to continue that into this game and beat the Patriots by a lot.
By a lot, okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but Panthers pull away with the win late.
All right, I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Panthers are, after last week they played very well. I don't think they're going to have that game every week, but the Patriots aren't a great team either, so I think they're kind of evenly balanced. So let's go Panthers. Colts at the Rams. Rams -3.5. I'm the only one on Danny Dimes and the Colts. I think the Rams blew it last week against the Eagles. They should have won that game. The Colts have been playing very well. I think they could easily keep this game close. Could be a high-scoring game, but I think the Colts keep it within a field goal. What do you think, guys?
I think the Rams are going to do as good as last week, but this time they're not going to choke at the end of the game.
That would help.
I still don't trust Daniel Jones. I think it's mostly the defense keeping them in these games. Daniel Jones has had some flashes, but I think it's mostly the defense. And the Rams' offense has been doing really good this year, and I just think their offense and defense is better than the Colts.
All right, Jags at the 49ers. 49ers -3.5. Brock Purdy might be playing this week. It's depending on how he's feeling, him or Mac Jones. So we are all on the 49ers, even though their whole team is injured. But they're playing the Jags, so they can play with anybody, I feel like.
I think the 49ers are going to win this one with either Brock Purdy or Mac Jones because the Jaguars not doing great this year. But they have shown some flashes. Actually, no, they are doing pretty good because they're 2-1 on the year. So, but I still think the 49ers are the better overall team. And no matter who plays at quarterback, I think they're going to win.
All right, Ravens at the Chiefs. Ravens 2.5-point favorites in Kansas City, Zachary. Zachy's the only one on his Chiefs. The Chiefs going to get hot after their first win of the season?
And I also think Derrick Henry's going to fumble the ball for the fourth straight game in a row because the Chiefs' defense, I think, will punch the ball out.
Oh, that's what they should be doing because that's the way to get it out of his hands. You don't want to tackle him. You just want to knock that ball out, right?
And Mahomes, I think, will have another great passing game.
All right. I think the Ravens bounce back. They're too good of a team to lose another one. The Chiefs they're okay. The Chiefs aren't the Chiefs of old. They're okay.
No.
They're not
They're
bad.
good.
They're decent. But the Ravens are better.
I think Derrick Henry's going to have a bounce-back game. I think he's mad from his last 3 games, and I think he's going to run all over the Chiefs' defense. Lamar and Zay Flowers are going to still be a great duo, connect for a touchdown or 2, or I don't know. And I think they're going to win.
All right, next up, Bears at the Raiders. Raiders, 1.5-point favorites on the Bears. That's a weird line. We're all on the Bears. I think this might be my lock of the week. I think the Bears win big over the Raiders. I like the Bears offense, and the Raiders, they're middle bottom of the pack.
I don't get why the spread is on the Raiders. The Raiders team is not looking good this year, and the Bears have been playing great.
How's Genty doing?
Not so good.
Yeah, Genty's not playing how everybody thought he would. And the Bears, after having a great game versus the Cowboys last week, I don't think they're going to lose to the Raiders.
But the only thing about the Cowboys is the Cowboys make everybody look good on offense. They made the Giants look good on offense. So could that be a mirage and the Bears go back down to earth, or are the Bears' offense legit? I think the Bears' offense is still pretty decent, so I think they win this one pretty easily. Next up, Packers at Cowboys. Packers 7-point favorites against the horrible defense of the Cowboys. So we're all on the Packers here. Jordan Love going to get the ball to all of his receivers and light them up.
I think the Packers are just going to be on the Cowboys' defense. Yeah.
I think since the Cowboys have made every single offense they've played look good, Packers' offense is already good, so I think there's no way the Cowboys are going to stop the Packers' really good offense. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs having great years, and
Tucker Kraft.
He's doing really good. And with CeeDee Lamb out for the Cowboys, they're just not going to win that game.
And the Packers are going to be pissed off after losing to the Browns last week in the last second, right?
And Michael Parsons' revenge game, I think.
This is true.
I think he's going to have a really good game versus his old team.
Sack and Dak. All right, we got Jets at Dolphins. Dolphins, a rare favorite in this game. 2.5-point favorites over the Jets. Me and Zachy on the Fins. This is a tough one to pick. I don't like either team.
Yeah.
But the Jets, they've just, after scoring a ton of points that first game, they've just fallen apart. So the Dolphins have a lot of playmakers over there. The Jets do too, but I think the Dolphins are going to pull this one out in a close game.
I think the Jets are going to win this game because Justin Fields is coming back. Garrett Wilson has looked really good this year, same with Breece Hall. And Dolphins are just terrible. I have nothing else to say about them. I've given up on them this year. And
Already?
they can't. Their offense is not clicking. Tua's not giving Tyreek Hill and Waddle the ball enough. A-Chain's been doing good, but their defense is just terrible. I don't trust them.
Well, the Jets, I don't know who's the better quarterback, Fields or Tyrod Taylor. And when you don't know who the best quarterback is, that means you have no quarterback. So I think the Dolphins win. All right, and the last game of the week, we have Bengals at the Broncos. Broncos, 7.5-point favorites. Zachary's the only one on the Bengals.
I think the Bengals will have a bounce-back week from getting destroyed by the Vikings. And Jake Browning will finally step it up.
He's going to just toss it up to Jamar Chase and Higgins?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a good idea. Just toss it up. Have them go to get it, right?
Uh-huh.
I think the Broncos have good defense. The Broncos they got to play a little bit better. But the Bengals, for all their talent, if you don't have a quarterback, it's hard to score points, right, Christopher?
Yeah. I think after getting blown out by that many points to Carson Wentz, they're just not going to win versus an actual starting quarterback in Bo Nix, which still love Bo Nix, but not having the greatest performance this year. So I think he's going to have to step it up and go Broncos.
Well, this would be the team to do it against. The Bengals defense not very good. So
Yep.
I think the Broncos win that one pretty easily as well. That's the picks for the week.
Please like
Like
and
and
subscribe,
subscribe.
and we'll see you next week in week 5. See ya.
See ya.